What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Foregoing. Man, we have one exciting sneak peek today. It is phenomenal, aka for Green Goblin. This is so amazing, and this is what players have been begging for ever since the new Spider-Man movie came out. And man, I watched that movie, and oh my God. Fantastic. One of my favorite movies. I mean, I know it's not exactly from the MCU. Sony obviously owns the rights to Spider-Man, but they do collaborate a little bit when it comes to these things. They try to tie in a little bit of everything between the MCU and the Sony products. But man, it was such a fantastic movie. And when you see William Dafoe's performance in that movie, you're just like, oh my God. As always, the dude is spectacular as Green Goblin. And yeah, we gotta watch this, guys, because this is absolutely fantastic. But first, let me go ahead and turn this music off. That way we don't have two different types of music going on all at once. And let's watch this. Nice. Let me back that up a little bit, guys. Look at him. Look at him. Got the William Dafoe face right there. It's kind of hard to tell, man, but it looks pretty good from what I can tell. But I love the uniform, the outfit that he's wearing. Obviously, Green Goblin style. Got the hoodie going on. It looks wonderful, right? It like straight out of freaking the new Spider-Man movie. So badass. I'm like, oh my God. Finally, Green Goblin might actually be good. Like, he's never been good ever in this game. Right? All he's ever been so far is mainly just a good old support. That's all he's been so far in this uniform. That's it. He's just been mainly a good old support. I can't even remember. His thing is his leadership. Yeah, applies to Dark Avenger ally, increase all base stat by 60%. But they didn't even give him an awakened skill. They didn't give him a tier 3. So you can't even use him in all the, game modes that we want to, or that we need to use him in. So it really sucks. Now, because he's going to be getting Green Goblin uniform, what that potentially means is that more than likely, he's going to be a speed type again. Something I want to note really quick is that Green Goblin's one of the few characters that actually has two uniforms that actually make him into a combat and then make him into a blast. And he was a speed. Really wacky. But because he's going back to a Green Goblin, I imagine he's going to be a speed type, right? He's going to be a speed super villain. And because of that, guys, like, he really does need to be very strong in order to have some shine in this game. Being a super villain alone is tough, but being a speed super villain, I think it makes it a little worse, because against Null, he's only being obviously from stage 1 to 9 against Mephisto and Null, you can use the character, right? So for newer players, it might be all right if he's really, really strong. He's a completely free to play character that you can actually level up. But for veterans like myself, we really need him to be strong in order to perform in high levels, because that's kind of where we're at in World Boss Legend, right? Like against Null, stage 35 to 39 is where you can actually use him past stage 9. Right? Or I'm sorry, you can actually use him from stage 1 to 19, because he is a human. So you can use him from stage 1 to 19, which is that's actually pretty good, actually. And then he won't get to use him again until stage 35 to 39 against Null. And against Mephisto, where he'd actually have the type advantage, right? Whenever you enhance this type enhancement here, he actually will get increases damage to blast types and decrease damage from them, increasing his survivability. This is something else we can look forward to, because Mephisto, I mean, he can be pretty much a nightmare, but I mean, you'll be able to use Green Goblin against Mephisto if he's a speed type, which I imagine he will be, from stage 1 to 9, obviously, from stage 15 to 19, 40 to 44, which is getting up there, and then 55 to 59, which is way up there. I mean, pretty much Doctor Doom is like the one character that actually gets it done in that high a level on pretty much all accounts, even really developed accounts with 25% pierce. So I really would love to see Green Goblin just be godly. Will he be? I don't know. But they need to make him that, because, I mean, are we going to see him in any more movies? I mean, they can always give him uniforms, but the way they've treated this character, I really doubt they ever will. I mean, they might. He's a really popular character, especially thanks to William Dafoe's performance in the new Spider-Man movie. But I really think they need to give him as much as possible so he can actually shine. Now, here's the thing that kind of worries me about this. He's a speed type. We just had a crap ton of speeds. We had Kate Bishop. We had, we'll just talk about tier 3s. We had Hawkeye, right? Who a lot of people tier 3'd for obvious reasons. He's godly. He's an amazing character, right? Super strong, super easy to play, very prop friendly. just an amazing character, right? So they used their speed books on him. Well, then Gwynpool showed up. And for people that bought that uniform, like I've been trying to farm for speed books, trying to get Gwynpool leveled up. But now I see this free-to-play character. Like, you know, it would surprise me. Like, it'd be kind of effed up to the people that bought the Gwynpool uniform if Netmarble made Green Goblin stronger than Gwynpool. But at the same time, you know, like if they did, I think, you know, players would still be happy. I don't know. I think it really would depend on your perception on how you would feel about that. We all know that Netmarble, they're pretty sneaky and how they do things, but man, he just needs to be good, guys. And we all know what we want. I mean, I don't like repeating myself when it comes to the things that we want to see on characters. Obviously, we want to see damage accumulation. We want to see, you know, attack buffs. We want to see some meta effects. Like, honestly, I want to see a PvE character, guys. We've been getting some PvP characters, but I'd like to see a PvE character. And, you know, right now, in the Green Goblin uniform, he does have poison damage. So he could get like a bunch of dots like this version of Green Goblin where he has a bunch of poison, right? So maybe a CTB of Judgment would be pretty insane on this character, which should actually be really good for players that have, you know, Pierce on their account, especially because the CTB of Judgment actually gives chain hit damage. I mean, and maybe he'll be a really great support, say, for the Sinister Six. Who knows? I mean, maybe he would have some kind of advantage against Spider-Man in PvP, even though I don't really want to see him good in PvP. Personally, guys, I want to see him PvE. We need a meta shakeup in the PvE. We need a character to push higher in PvE, right? Netmarble's been giving us these characters that are really, really strong, and they do really well. But they're not pushing the boundaries. They're not going over what they should be going. And I really don't think they're going to do that for Green Goblin. But if they did, it would be amazing, right? So now I'm just going to be farming books. And I'm just going to be waiting to see if they're going to tier 3 this guy or give him Awakened Skill. Honestly, Green Goblin, in my opinion, probably should have a tier 3. But, I mean, Awakened Skill would be fine. We know that Awakened characters are every bit as strong as tier 3s, if not stronger in a lot of cases. So it really doesn't matter to me that much. Honestly, if he was an Awakened character, it'd be easier because you wouldn't need those books to level him up. But again, you know, I think some people would rather him be a tier 3. But if they tier 3'd Hawkeye, used all their books, and if they tier 3'd Gwynpool, more than likely they're not going to have any books lying around, and they're just going to have to wait the test of time before they can actually get this guy leveled up. But man, I'm super excited. Like, he looks awesome. He looks awesome in this sneak peek. I mean, he looks lit, right? He looks freaking lit. Really awesome looking character. I cannot wait to play with him. Oh my God. So let me know how you're all feeling about Sneak Peek 5. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GN2+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.